Hey, Come team. So you guys saw in class that when elements lose their electrons, so for instance, hydrogen is partially losing its electron to fluorine, and beryllium is losing its electrons to these two fluorines, we say that those elements get oxidized. And so hydrogen would have an oxidation number of 1 because it has one of its electrons being partially attracted away from it. And beryllium would have an oxidation number of 2 because 2 of its electrons are being completely attracted away. The fluorines, meanwhile, we would say are getting reduced because they are attracting electrons toward themselves. And so this fluorine, because it's attracting 1 extra electron toward itself, would have an oxidation number of -1 because the electron is negative. And these two fluorines would have the same oxidation number of -1 because each fluorine is attracting 1 electron entirely to itself. And we can see oxidation and reductions play out in chemical reactions too. We'll often abbreviate this to redox reactions. So for example, if a chemist wanted to figure out whether carbon was oxidized or reduced during the process of combustion, they could look at its oxidation numbers before and after to see whether it gained or lost electrons. So if a chemist were to draw out carbon before it got combusted as CH4, they'd see that it is attracting 4 electrons closer to itself away from these hydrogens. So its oxidation number to begin with is -4. Meanwhile, carbon after it has gone through combustion, you'll notice that it's no longer bonded with hydrogens, it's now bonded with oxygens, and these oxygens are attracting carbon's electrons away from carbon. And so carbon's oxidation number now is +4 because its 4 electrons are being attracted away from it. And so overall, we would say that carbon got oxidized because it ended up with less control over its electrons, a weaker grasp on its electrons, after the reaction occurred. And in fact, that's another name you'll sometimes hear combustion referred to is rapid oxidation, because the hydrocarbon is getting oxidized by the oxygen. But that's it. At this point, you guys have a couple of practice problems. We'll see you in class tomorrow.